thank you all, and thanks to Case for organizing this. You know, there are a lot of people that contacted me and others I know that had a lot of fear about what was happening here today. And I'm not really sure if they were afraid because of what they've seen on the news that glorifies and raises up, you know, the small percentage of protests that turn violent, and they ignore the 90+% that aren't. I don't know if they were fearful because of that, or maybe they were fearful because they're just afraid of this conversation. And there's something that you deserve to hear that hasn't been said enough, and that is the acknowledgement that in this community, like so many others, there is a history of racism, and there is racism that occurs today. And I don't know if anybody's ever said they're sorry for it, but they sure as heck should have. And so I just want to say I'm sorry. Listen, it took me a long time. I used to think for 10 years that I thought as the mayor, it's just my job to pass ordinances, to worry about what the speed limit is and what our zoning laws are. And a lot of this stuff that I thought only happened nationally and it really involved issues like race and gender equality and respect for people of different sexual orientations. I just thought all that wasn't my job to worry about. And then one day I figured out that there are a whole lot of people that live in Burleson that didn't think they belonged here. And that they just need people like me to tell them that this is exactly where they belong.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
It's not just that you're tolerated. It's not just that you're respected or that it's okay that you're here. It's that we love you and we value you and we're a better place because you're here, and you need to hear other people say that. And so it's not just me that's here today as a leader of this community. Your police chief is here. There are at least 2 other members of your city council that are here. I've seen members of your school board, your superintendent. I've seen a lot of church leaders, coaches. And we're not here just because we're curious. And we're not here just to keep the peace. We're here because we stand with you. We're here because we agree. We agree that what happened to George Floyd and so many others is wrong. It was murder. And it is a result of a racist system. And we're here to say we don't stand for it any more than you do. And like Kate said here, I'm really here to listen. And I know my colleagues that are leaders in this community are also here to listen. And by the way, whatever some knucklehead does as they drive down the street, if they don't agree with you, don't worry about it. Ignore it, because we're not listening to them. We're listening to you.
Yeah.
So don't let them change the subject, and don't let them get us off course. Because we're on the right course right here. And so I do want to say, I have supreme, absolute confidence in our police department. And I have that it's not a blind confidence, it's one that's been earned by a lot of experience and facts. But the truth is, because of that confidence, I'm complacent. And in all the time I've been mayor, I have failed to ask a lot of questions that I should be asking. So that we can ensure, not just that we have cops with the right motivation and the right focus today, but that's what our system supports, and that's what will continue to be the case. And so the commitment I'm going to make to you is that I'm not just going to say I'm standing with you. I'm going to put actions behind my words and my deeds and what you're teaching me. And I'm going to start by asking the questions that I haven't been asking for 15 years I asked a lot of questions about how we do policing, but I've left out a lot. And so I started to write those questions. But I have purposely waited to finish my list until I finish hearing what you have to say. And so I've heard all of you, and I'm impressed. I'm as impressed as I can be with you. And this is one of the best community conversations I've been a part of in 20 years. And so I'm going to keep listening to you, all those that come up here to speak, and I'm going to be here till we're done. And if there's something you think that I need to know, that I need to ask, please find me before you leave here and make sure I know it. And if we don't get to talk today, you can send me an email, mayor@burlesonTX.com. You can find me on social media. You make sure I have your perspective, because that's what's really critical about today. And I just, my kids they're all driving age now. And every time they leave the house, I'm scared to death. But as I listen to some of you today, I realize I can't imagine what real fear is. And so thank you for sharing that perspective, because it's one I don't have, and it's one I need to have. Thank you, and not just me, but you find our other council members, our superintendent, those leaders of this community, you share with them. You don't share it up here, you share it with me, you share it with them privately, because that's the most important thing that can happen today. Again, you absolutely belong here. You have made me more proud of this community than I think I have ever been. You belong here, you are loved, and you are valued. Thank you.